Well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be unboxing this, my latest acquisition from eBay. A lot of vintage model trains, which I managed to find a couple weeks ago, and that arrived surprisingly quick. They weren't supposed to come in until the 10th, and here they are today, so I'm pretty excited. Anyway, we're gonna open this up and see what they look like. I took a pretty good look at them online, but yeah, it just seemed like a decent lot of some interesting stuff, so I decided to order it up. The seller wanted a pretty good amount for them, but I managed to bargain 30 bucks off, which I felt pretty good about, because there are actually some things in here which I think may be decent. Anyway, we're going to open this up. Don't let the labeling deceive you. It's not fancy Cato stuff. It's much cheaper than that, I promise. But there are some interesting things. I don't know what this piece of paper is. I think it's just some information on the lot. And yeah, anyway, let's begin going through these. I think we'll start with, well, it looks like we've got two of them right here. So we'll open those two up. This is, I think they're mostly powered engines. Not in great shape, unfortunately. This one looks to be particularly rough, but I think this may be a later Varney or Lifelike model, so yeah, there's that. Right here we've got a Southern Pacific unit. This one is a dummy. The roof might be in that lot somewhere though, so that's kind of nice. And then right here we've got the other part. This is one of the main reasons I wanted to buy this lot. This is an old Rock Island F unit. It's a vintage Marx locomotive, which you don't see a whole lot of. It's not in excellent shape, but I really wanted this lot as a real restoration lot, and a lot of this stuff looked like it could really use some restoration. I mean, just check out the corrosion on these wheels. This thing probably hasn't run for a while, so yeah, that should be a fun one to work on. Anyway, next up here we got another F unit. This is an old band drive Athearn. No idea when the last thing something like this would have run, but this one I suspect also has not run for a very long time. So there's that. And there should be more towards the bottom here. We got this piece, but I think that might be the grand one, the ultimate reason that I bought this lot. But so we do have some more stuff towards the bottom here. I think that's I don't know what this is actually. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, it looks like the seller included some extra stuff. This was not in the lot. This is a who would this be by? I can't tell off the top of my head. It might be a Rivarossi engine of some kind, a mogul, I think they call them. And yeah, this was not included in the lot listing, so yeah, props to the seller. Thanks for sending me a free steam engine. This one, like the other engines, looks like it's in need of some restoration. The metal tires completely come off of that, but heck, yeah, you never know. It's an old Rivarossi. We might be able to get it running again. But in any case, it's free, so no complaints there. I did see this in the lot listing. This is something I thought was sort of interesting. It's a Erie Lackawanna piece. I already have one Erie Lackawanna locomotive, so maybe I could put them together. I don't know. It's obviously a dummy engine, but this actually is probably one of the slightly something that's in better shape in comparison to most of the other things in this lot, so that's kind of good. And I'm not sure if I just can't remember what these things are, but oh yeah, okay, actually I do. I remember what at least one of them is. So here, this is something I thought was sort of nice. It looks like it's brass. I don't think it is. I think it's diecast that somebody painted to look like brass, but I believe this is an old pen line. Oh, my mistake, it's a Hobbytown. So there's an old Hobbytown unit. This is clearly in need of restoration. It's definitely leaking oil, and yeah, it probably hasn't run for a while. But this is really what I was looking for. I really like the sort of strange stuff and stuff that's in really crude shape. I just want some interesting things to work on, so this is about exactly what I was looking for in that. And then the other piece here is something that's quite nice. This thing, I believe, is actually brass. It is brass. You can see right through there a little, there's a bit of brass. The whole thing is brass. The paint's just coming off in some places, but it's an old New York Central B unit. And I don't know who this is by. It looks like, oh, it's Tenshoto, nice. So yeah, I thought this was a pretty nice piece, and I already have a New York Central engine, so I figured I could pair those up and just make something kind of interesting. So there's that. I'm just gonna have one last look. I believe that's everything except for the last grand finale of them all, but I'm just gonna double check the bottom. Yep, I believe that is everything. So time to unwrap the last piece of them all. You might be able to see what it is. I've always wanted one of these, and this one's going to be a real challenge to fix up, I think, but like I was saying, that's what I was looking for, and it is a vintage, I believe it's a Penline GG1, so I thought that that was pretty nice. And this is, I believe, a Diecast model, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe brass, probably die-cast though. But in any case, I've always wanted one of these old Penline GG1s. They've just got a real vintage look to them, which I find none of the other manufacturers really captured. And it's metal, and I have no idea what kind of drive system would be in something like this, but I'm sure it's pretty bizarre. And this one looked to be in serious need of a restoration. So yeah, I thought this would be a fun project. It's probably going to be a real challenge to restore, but maybe we'll be able to get it working again. I did have both the pantographs intact, so that was something that I quite liked about it. But yeah, overall, I was pretty happy with this lot. Yeah, a lot of fun projects. I know some people out there may be looking at this and think, well, you just bought a lot of really old junked engines, and I can't lie. I mean, they're not wrong, but this is what I was looking for. Just a ton of really rough old engines to work on, and I think they're going to make for a lot of really fun projects, because I don't know, these older die-cast models, some of which were custom built, you just never know what you're gonna find, because you never know what the original owners did with them and stuff like that. And I just find that kind of exciting, you know, opening it up and it's some sort of a surprise as to what you've got yourself into. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. So yeah, with that, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching.